People are struggling with different type of life stressors that make it look as if we are just at war with one another, and everybody is dealing with their own life issues. And in mental health, well, one of the things that we normally hear from people is that growing up, my parents were absent from my life. My mom was not there, my dad was not there. They were absent, they were not part of my life. And that is, the experiences of some people. But unfortunately, some of the people that they are referring to that were absent in their life were busy, struggling, stressing, and working hard to make ends meet, to provide for the family members, to provide for the children in the family. But it's really sad. It is this parent, it is these children, these kids in the family they were struggling for, that do not really appreciate all their sacrifices because they were not at home, they were not present, they were, working a lot of jobs, coming back home tired and exhausted. And this cycle at times continue. The parent does say the same thing, the children take it over. And my name is Dr. Debbie. I'm a wellness coach, and I'm a licensed mental health provider in the United States. And I am here to work with you at any level that you are. So first, we can start at any point you are presently, and able to work with you as a wellness coach, to set a plan that really fits your unique situation in whatever situation you are now. We're going to, meet you at where you are. And healthcare can be very expensive, like in United States. In America, healthcare is expensive, to pay by uh, cash or by insurance. So it is not really fun, to wait until people, because of stress, life stressors, because of pressure, that they develop high blood pressure, they develop diabetes, they develop ulcer, kidney problem, and even at times cancer, and can be threatening their life. So it is important. That's why if this resonates with your situation, help is available. And as I said, we can work with you in your own unique situation, so that we make sure that you enjoy overall wellness and overall well-being. So the process, as I've said, like in United States, it takes time, or like Canada. And for young people at times, that can be overwhelming at times, because of social pressures that make some of them, to be delinquent, not listening to parents, and peer pressure, make them to do what is contrary to the family values. I've worked with a lot of people, and in this wellness, as a wellness coach, like teenagers, as I said, some of them, because of social pressures, influence of their peer pressure, and uh, most of the complaint that parents are absent in their life, because parents are out for work most of the time. So when we get into to start working with these children, with these teenagers, with these young folks, we're able to redirect, their life, their worldview, their life, to a positive one. And then we redefine, the expectations of life, that this is your life, and it is how, you live your life, that is going to pay off for you later in life. Like your parents that you are accusing, later or sooner you too become an adult, and you see how easy it is. But in a non-judgmental way, we're able to open their understanding, and then with that, redirect them in self-development and improvement that will help their life. And we have seen many of them turning out very well, and be able to continue with their education, living happily with the family. We've seen, in my practice as well, some adults that, due to high stress level has increased, a lot of stress hormone in their life, and that is making them, unable to get pregnant, to conceive, to have kids as they desire. And then when we start working with them, and we guide them with the framework, and we're monitoring and giving them the feedback at their own pace, at their own unique circumstances and situation, and with assessment, and all the guidelines I were able to give them that are evidence based and scientifically proven. Even some of them, when they do like some lab work, some screening, they're able to see, oh, it is this hormone, stress hormone, that is high. It is this, like some body chemicals, chemistry that are low and all that. And some is just over the counter supplement that they just need good food, good sleep and all that. And then they bounce back to life. And within short while, they're able, to conceive and have their desired babies. And also some because of life stressors that they're in and out of the hospital, because the impact of stress, as I talked in one of my video, it damages the internal organ, it impairs the functioning of the essential organs like kidney, like the heart and all that. And all this, once you start to reverse the process of the stress, every other thing too that has been on the negative starts, to heal. And then that stress is reversed and people are able to live healthy. They are able, to regain their sound health back, and they are happy and they are healing, and their immune system, and they enjoy life, have a good life, and they don't need to be wasting their money on seeking like secondary secondary health, like going through a lot of um comprehensive treatment, because now it is cheaper to maintain your health. You are eating well, is boosting your immunity, you are sleeping well, all your organs are functioning. It is only when those organs are not functioning well, like kidney problem, like diabetes, then you need to frequently go to the hospital to get treatment. But once it is maintaining, you just need to go for your annual checkup, maybe twice a year or annually, depending on your age and your circumstances. So we have had a lot of testimonies and people that are able to enjoy good health, sound health. And that is what health is about. Wellness coach. We want everyone, to be healthy, to be well, and you can make, you can be able to preserve your wealth because you are not, spending it on necessary ill health that stress and all the struggles of life have brought, on you. And my name is Dr. Debbie, as I said, and I want you to like, comment, share this video, and you can send a DM, send email, and then we'll meet you at any point we are in life, to hold your hand, and you will see the impact, because they're going to be getting the numbers, like maybe diabetes, and it's been reading, high or borderline, guide you on food that you are going to eat, exercise, and accountability, discipline, and being intentional, and it's non-judgmental. A lot of people is because ignorance, and that's why your wellness coach is there, to help you scientifically and be able to have a good outcome. Until I see you in my next video, have a positive mental health. Bye.